We are in lesson 481. This is a review lesson. I will dictate 3-syllable words that will contain all the various elements we've learned thus far in the program. On this screen, you will notice it's divided into consonant teams, syllable group 4 teams, syllable group 5 teams, and syllable group 6 teams. Let's briefly review the information here. For our teams, we have CH and TCH represent the sound ch. TCH must have a short vowel directly in front of it. CK represents the sound k. CK must have a short vowel directly in front of it. NG represents the sound and it must have a short vowel directly in front of it. PH represents the F sound. QU equals the KW sound, qua. SH represents the sound sh. TH has 2 sounds. The first sound for TH is th. The second sound for TH is th. WH represents the sound wa. CE as a team represents the sound s, which is the S sound. GE as a team represents the sound j, which is the J sound, and DGE represents the sound j, the J sound. In order to use DGE, you must have a short vowel directly in front of it. The syllable group 4 teams, the first vowel represents its long sound and the second vowel is silent. I will simply mention that UE can represent 2 sounds. The first long sound for U is U, as in the word Q. The second long sound for U is oo, as in the word do, and you would double underline UE when UE represents the sound oo. Also, UI always represents the second long sound of U, which is oo. Syllable group 5 is a vowel plus the letter R. AR represents the sound R. ER, EAR, IR, and UR represent the sound and OR represents the sound OR. Vowel group 6 is when 2 vowels join together and the first vowel does not represent its long sound. AU and AW represent the sound AW. EW can represent one of 2 sounds, U as in few and oo as in new. OI, oi. OY, oi. OO has 2 sounds it represents, oo as in boot and as in foot. OU represents the sound ow, and OW also represents the sound ow. Now I'm going to begin dictating now. We have 10 rows of words. These are 3-syllable words, starting with row 1. Organic. Organic. I like to buy organic produce. Organic. First syllable is or, 1 sound. Ga, 2 sounds. G, a. Nick, 3 sounds. N, I, k. Organic. Now we have a procedure to follow to mark the words we spell. The first thing we do is look for teams, letters that represent their second sounds, and any silent E in the word. We have an OR team, we underline it. Next, we identify vowel sounds. Now we have 3 vowel sounds, so that's how we know it's a 3-syllable word. Apply syllable division now, and then finally associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. Organic. Notice the 2 under the A is underlined because the A here is representing its short sound, and with vowel group 2 it should normally represent the long sound, so it's an exception to vowel group 2. Industry. Industry. What industry do you work in? Industry. This word, like all the words, has 3 syllables. The first syllable is in, 2 sounds. I, n. Dus, 3 sounds. D, s. Tree, 3 sounds. T, r, e. industry. The first thing we do is look for teams. We look to see if any letter is representing its second sound or if we have a silent E in the word. We have a Y representing its second long sound E, so we double underline it. Next, we identify our vowel sounds. Now we apply syllable division, and we associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. Industry. Badminton. Badminton. Would you like to play a game of badminton? First syllable bad, 3 sounds. B, a, d. Min, 3 sounds. M, I, n. Ton, 3 sounds. T, a, n. Badminton. So the first step, look for teams. Look to see if a letter is representing its second sound. Look for a silent E. None of those elements are present in this word. So now we mark our vowel sounds. And next we apply syllable division, and we associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. Badminton. Badminton. Compensate. Compensate. I will compensate you for your time and effort. Compensate. Com has 3 sounds. K, a, m. Pen, 3 sounds. P, e, n. Sate, 3 sounds. S, a, t. Compensate. Now, at this point, pause the video, completely mark the word using the marking system we've just outlined, and once you've completed doing so, advance the video. Compensate. Row 2, ancestry. Ancestry. I like to track my ancestry. Ancestry. An has 2 sounds. A, n. Ses, 3 sounds. S, e, s. Tree, 3 sounds. T, r, e. Ancestry. Mark the word. Ancestry. When C is followed by E, I, or Y, it will almost always represent its second sound. When Y comes at the end of 2 or more syllables, it will normally represent its second long sound. When Y represents its second long sound, we double underline the Y. Gingerly. Gingerly. He held the baby very gingerly. Gingerly. Gin, 3 sounds. J, I, n. Jur, 2 sounds. J, Lee, 2 sounds. L, E. Gingerly. Mark the word. Gingerly. When G is followed by E, I, or Y, it will often represent its second sound, but it will often not represent its second sound. So it's not consistent, whereas C is almost always consistent. Narcotic. Narcotic. You need a prescription for that narcotic. Nar, 2 sounds. N, R. Ka, 2 sounds. K, A. Tick, 3 sounds. T, I, k. Narcotic. Mark the word. Narcotic. We have an exception to vowel group 2 in the middle syllable, so we underline the 2 under the O because the O here is representing its short sound. Consonant. Consonant. The letter B is a consonant. Consonant. Now we pronounce it for spelling consonant. The first syllable is con, 3 sounds. K, A, N. So is 2 sounds. S, O. Nant, 4 sounds. N, A, N, T. Consonant. Mark the word. Consonant. Row 3, encounter. Encounter. That was quite an encounter we had. First syllable is n, n. Cown, 3 sounds, k, ow, n. Ter, 2 sounds, t, encounter. Mark the word. Encounter. Communist. Communist. He is a communist leader. Communist. First syllable com, 3 sounds, k, ah, m. Mu, 2 sounds, u. Nist, 4 sounds, n, I, s, t. Communist. Mark the word. Communist. December. December. December is the 12th month of the year. December. D, 2 sounds, d, e. Sem, 3 sounds, s, e, m. Ber, 2 sounds, b, December. Mark the word. December. We capitalize the D in December because it's the name of a month. Terminus. Terminus. This is the terminus for the railroad system. Terminus. 3 syllables. First syllable ter, 2 sounds, t, Mi, 2 sounds, I. Nus, 3 sounds, n, s. Terminus. Mark the word. Terminus. Row 4. Constancy. Constancy. He acts with great constancy. Constancy. Con has 3 sounds, k, a, n. Stan, 4 sounds, s, t, a, n. C, 2 sounds, s, e. Con, stan, c. Mark the word. Con, stan, c. Ancestor. Ancestor. An ancestor is someone who comes before you. Ancestor. Now for spelling, pronounce it ancestor. First syllable is an, 2 sounds, a, n. Ses, 3 sounds, s, e, s. Tor, 2 sounds, t, or. Ancestor. Mark the word. Ancestor. Encumber. Encumber. I will not encumber you with all the needless details. Encumber. N, 2 sounds, e, n. Come, 3 sounds, k, m. Bur, 2 sounds, b, Encumber. Mark the word. Encumber. Prosecute. Prosecute. They will prosecute you for that. Prosecute. Pra, 3 sounds, p, r, a. Se, 2 sounds, s, e. Cute, 3 sounds, k, u, t. Prosecute. Mark the word. Prosecute. Notice the 2 under the O and the 2 under the E. Here are both underlined, indicating an exception to vowel group 2 is occurring in both syllables. In both instances, the vowel is representing the short sound. Row 5, imitate. Imitate. The student did imitate his teacher. Imitate. First syllable, I, 1 sound. Mi, 2 sounds, I. Tate, 3 sounds, t, a, t. Imitate. Mark the word. Imitate. We have exceptions again in the first and second syllables in this word. In both syllables, the vowel is representing the short sound. An exception to vowel group 2, so we underline the 2 to indicate that fact. Adventure, adventure. I want to go on an adventure. Now for spelling, pronounce this word adventure. First syllable ad, 2 sounds. A, d. Ven, 3 sounds. V, e, n. Ture, 3 sounds. T, u, Adventure. Mark the word. Adventure. And in conversation, adventure. Magnetism. Magnetism. She has great magnetism. Mag, 3 sounds. A, g. Ne, 2 sounds. N, e. Tism, 4 sounds. T, I, z, m. Magnetism. Mark the word. Magnetism. S in the final syllable is representing its second sound, z, so we double underline S. Porcupine. Porcupine. I saw a porcupine in the woods. Porcupine. First syllable, por, 2 sounds, p, or. Q, 2 sounds, k, u. Pine, 3 sounds, p, I, n. Porcupine. Mark the word. Porcupine. Row 6, utensil. Utensil. I need a utensil to eat my food. Now for spelling, pronounce it utensil. First syllable, U, 1 sound. Ten, 3 sounds. T, e, n. Sil, 3 sounds. S, I, ul. Utensil. Mark the word. Utensil. Daffodil. Daffodil. The daffodil is a beautiful flower. Daffodil. Daff has 3 sounds. D, a, f. Fo, 2 sounds. F, o. Dill, 3 sounds. D, I, ul. Daffodil. Mark the word. Daffodil. Engagement. Engagement. They announced their engagement. N, 2 sounds. E, n. Gauge, 3 sounds. G, a, j. Meant, 4 sounds. M, e, n, t. Engagement. Mark the word. Engagement. Important. Important. This is important to all of us. And for spelling, pronounce the word important. First syllable, M, 2 sounds. I, m. Pour, 2 sounds. P, or. Tant, 4 sounds. T, a, n, t. Important. Mark the word. Important. Row 7, raspberry. Raspberry. I would like to eat a raspberry. The first syllable is rasp with 4 sounds. R, a, s, p. Bear, 3 sounds. B, e, Re, 2 sounds. R, e. Rasp, bear, re. Mark the word. Rasp, bear, re. Notice SP is a blend, and it must stay in the first syllable for pronunciation purposes. So we indicate it's a blend by putting half circles under the S and the P. Luxury. Luxury. I am going on a luxury cruise. Luxury. 3 syllables. First syllable, lux. three sounds, x. Second syllable, one sound, u. Re, two sounds, e. Lux, u, re. Mark the word. Lux, u, re. Now, x must stay with the short vowel in the first syllable, so we therefore are going to have an exception to syllable rule 1. That's why the 1 is underlined at the top of the word. Advertise, advertise. It's important for a business to advertise. Ad has two sounds, d. Ver, two sounds, v, ties, three sounds, z. Advertise. Mark the word. Advertise. Incident. Incident. There was an incident at school today. In has two sounds, n. Si, two sounds, s, I. Dent, four sounds, d, n, t. Incident. Mark the word. Incident. Row 8. Counselor. Counselor. He is a well-known counselor. First syllable, coun, three sounds, k, ow, n. Se, two sounds, s, e. Lor, two sounds, ul, or. Counselor. Counselor. Now, in conversation, we pronounce the word counselor, but you want to exaggerate the OR sound at the end of this word when you're spelling it. Counselor. Olympics. Olympics. I don't think I am going to compete in the Olympics. O-lim-pics. O has one sound. Lim, three sounds. Ul, I, m. Pix, four sounds. P, I, k, s. O-lim-pics. Mark the word. O-lim-pics. And we capitalize the O in Olympics. Retirement. Retirement. He has reached the age for retirement. First syllable re has two sounds, r, e. Tire, three sounds, t, I, Meant, four sounds, e, n, t. Retirement. Mark the word. Retirement. Uncommon. Uncommon. His response was quite uncommon. Uncommon. And you want to pronounce it for spelling uncommon. First syllable un, two sounds. N. Com, three sounds. K, m. Mon, three sounds. N. Uncommon. Mark the word. Uncommon. Uncommon. Row 9 is discover. Discover. Let us see what we will discover. Discover. First syllable dis, three sounds. D, I, s. Ka, two sounds. K, ah. Ver, two sounds. V, Discover. Mark the word. Discover. Octagon. Octagon. An octagon has 8 sides. And for spelling, let's pronounce it octagon. Oc, two sounds. K. Te, two sounds. T. A. Gon, three sounds. G. N. Octagon. Mark the word. Octagon. Finalize. Finalize. We need to finalize the results. Finalize. Now for spelling, pronounce it finalize. First syllable phi, 2 sounds. F, I. Nay, 2 sounds. N, A. Lies, 3 sounds. L, I, Z. Finalize. Mark the word. Finalize. Delinquent. Delinquent. Do not be delinquent in your payment. Delinquent. First syllable D, 2 sounds. D, E. Ling, 3 sounds. L, I, ng. Quent, 5 sounds. First 2 sounds qua, e, n, t. Delinquent. Mark the word. Delinquent. When N is followed by the sound k or g, it will represent its second sound, and here N is followed by the sound k. Final row 10. Balcony. Balcony. We went out on the balcony. Balcony. Bal has 3 sounds. B, a, ol. Co, 2 sounds. K, o. Ni, 2 sounds. N, e. Balcony. Mark the word. Balcony. Remainder. Remainder. The remainder of the team reported for practice. Remainder. Re has 2 sounds. R, E. Main, 3 sounds. A, n. Der, 2 sounds. D, Remainder. Mark the word. Remainder. Tranquilize. Tranquilize. They had to tranquilize the patient. Tranquilize. Trang has 4 sounds. T, r, a, ng. Qui has 3 sounds. First 2 sounds qua, I. Lies, 3 sounds. L, I, z. Tranquilize. Mark the word. Tranquilize. Again, N is followed by the sound k. Remember, QU equals KW. So when N is followed by the sound k, it represents its second sound. And our final word, potato. Potato. I would like a potato for dinner. Potato has 3 syllables. First syllable po, 2 sounds. P, o. Te, 2 sounds. T, a. To, 2 sounds. T, o. Potato. Mark the word. Potato. This completes the dictation of words from lesson 481.